Hey there. In my last video, I just kind of ran you through more of the logistics of Vela and I ran you through the entire process of what it looks like to edit products in Vela. But today, I'm just going to edit like individual products. Fully, just to give you an idea of my thought process when I, edit the titles and edit the tags of products, just to help you get started and kind of figure out where we're going with this. So again, we're in the copy section, and I'm just going to start with this top product. These two products up here, these are just templates, so ignore these. These are for the product creators only. I'm going to mark our little box here and just hit edit one listing. And as you remember from our previous video, usually you edit 4 at a time. At least I do, I feel like it kind of makes it go quicker. But if you wanted to edit just 1 at a time when you're starting out to get the hang of it, that's totally good too. So as you remember, that we're going to start in the photo section, and this is where we're going to figure out what picture we want to go first. So as you go on with this longer, you're going to start having pictures that are like your favorite. So for example, like this one here is like one of my favorites, and I have to tell myself not to put it as the first image for every one I create. But since I haven't really put that one as the first one in a while, I'm going to go ahead and just put it as the first image for today. And really, there's no right or wrong. Like when you're going through the photos, you can put any image as the first one as long as you can read the design and the design to you looks good on that product. And then over here, we have our 3 images that go on every product, so we're good to go there. So we're going to go on to the next section, which is the title section. And also too, I'm kind of getting off track here a little bit, but I don't know if you've noticed how there's like this apply button everywhere, but you don't need to hit apply for anything unless you're on the tag section and you edit the tags. That's the only time you need to actually hit apply. So for the title section, when you click on the title and you're editing here, you don't have to click apply or anything. So this is a pilot sweatshirt. So it says pilot in progress sweatshirt, and you'll pick up on this here eventually, but what they do in the title section is the very first little snippet here is always like, if there's a saying on, the design, they just put whatever the saying is as the first title. So it's like pilot in progress, and then it's a sweatshirt, so they put sweatshirt. And then we divide each title, like each little title that we create, we divide by this little like dash that's here. And we do put a little space between the dash and the first letter or the last letter just to kind of make it look more spaced out. However, if you ever like ran out of characters and needed you had 2 extra characters and you just needed to delete that space so you fit, that's totally fine too. So the product creator put, pilot and training sweatshirt, gift for pilot, pilot crew neck, future pilot, aviator sweatshirt, gift for aviation student, air crew. So they nailed this pretty good. Because what you want to do is you want to think okay, when pilot comes to mind, and you can even Google stuff too, if you were thinking other terms for pilot or whatever. We want to think, okay, when pilot comes to mind, what other words go with pilot? So you have pilot, aviator, aviation, air crew. I'd even say flight school. That would be a good one. But we only have 4 characters remaining, so I'd almost say the aviator sweatshirt or air crew. I would almost say, since we have gift for aviation student, I'd almost say I would maybe even switch this to flight school sweatshirt, and we're 2 over, so I'm just gonna delete those little spaces that we talked about. And I think as far as this goes, we nailed it pretty well. If someone has a child or a grandchild or a friend that was in pilot school, because pilot in progress, they'd probably be in pilot school. I'd say these would be things that they'd probably search search to find what they're looking for. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go on to the tag section now. So I feel like we got the title down pretty good. So the tag section sometimes I feel like can take a little bit longer than the title section, but you'll get the hang of it just kind of as you do more. So I'm just going to kind of read through. So pilot, that's good. The profession crew neck, again, that's one that if I can't think of anything better, I'll keep, but I'm thinking I'll be able to come up with something better. So we'll just hold on to that. We have pilot gift idea, holiday gift idea, which again, we keep the holiday and Christmas gift. Future pilot crew neck, aviation student top, future pilot apparel, Christmas gift. So, okay, these are two really good examples. The affordable apparel and statement crew neck, I'm not a big fan of those tags just because they're not applicable to this product at all. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these. And something to keep in mind too is like if you're going through and editing them and like you're like, oh my gosh, every single product they put statement crew neck or statement t-shirt or whatever, and you're like, we don't need that tag. You can be in contact with the product creators and, work with them and myself and, let them know like, hey, when you're creating products, don't put statement crew neck or whatever, so that, all their future products, they won't put statement crew neck anymore. And then air crew apparel, I think that could work. Airline employee, aircraft captain. I actually really like that. I'm thinking maybe we could even try to go back to the title and put aircraft captain or something instead up there. But anyway, so now I'm going to just select, because I have 2 remaining tags, so I need to add 2 more. So I'm going to select that. And I'm trying to think what I want to put as my other tag. So I think I'm going to want to put flight school, maybe flight school gift. And then I also like aviation student, so I don't think we put that anywhere. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and add those. So flight school gift, aviation student, and again, you put commas to separate. And then we have 0 tags remaining. However, I think what I might do is get rid of the profession crew neck. So I'm going to hit this X here. And when I hit the X, it looks like my tags that I just did went away, but they're still up here. I just need to reselect my box. And I'm going to put gift for pilot, because that's like, I feel like that's a really common like wording that people search. They'd search like gift for pilot or gift for teacher, gift for doctor or whatever. So I feel like I like using that tag a lot. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit apply because I'm happy with the tags that I have. And then I'm going to go down to my next step, which is the SKU step. And it looks like all our SKUs are there, good to go. And then I'm going to go back up to the variations. And since we're editing a sweatshirt, I'm going to hit choose profile, sweatshirts, and then apply. And then I'm going to hit save. You don't want to forget to hit save. Perfect. And then I'm just going to go back up to the photos and see, okay, I'm editing the pilot and process sweatshirt. Hit this little back arrow here, and it brings me back to my copy section. And there's our, one that we were editing, the pilot in progress. I'm going to go ahead up here and hit publish. And again, it says it's 20 cents. That's perfect. We just hit publish. And it takes a minute to publish that. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page just since it's taken a second. See if that helps. There we go. Okay, so here's our pilot in progress sweatshirt that we just edited and pushed live. So we're now in the active section. So I'm going to select that one, hit edit when listing. I'm going to check 2 things, the photos and the SKUs, and the photos are still there. And just to show you, our title section's good, our tags are good. Go down to the SKUs, and our SKUs are still there, so we're good to go. And you'll just hit the back arrow. And then you're done with that product, and you go back to the copy section and move on to your next one. But yeah, so I hope that one helped, and I'll do a few more coming up of some more, editing videos and whatnot. So let me know if you have any questions.